Hello, everybody. I hope you can see me. Hope this is working. It's a little bit tricky when I do something new for the first time, but that's what we're doing today. Creating a new way of delivering content. Okay. Awesome. I can't tell if anyone's here. If you're on my profile, you should be able to see this in LinkedIn. Shoot, I'm not getting any answers, so I don't know if anyone's able to view this. There is a chat feature here. I don't know if you can access it. Oh, yay, Maureen, thank you for telling me. Yay. All right, good. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be watching the chat as I'm going, so feel free to put comments in there, but I won't be looking at it too closely because I have a lot to. Hey, Regina. Yay. Thank you, guys. I'm so happy you're here. This is such an adventure for me to do this on Restream and have it go live in 3 different places: YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Hey, Gabriella. I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, I'm so excited because this is one of the topics that I have struggled with, and I've helped so many people overcome their limiting beliefs around money. Kathy's here. Yay. Everybody come on in. I'm really happy you're here. I'm like overjoyed. I love that we can meet each other here. Nancy. So yeah. Oh, I hope you guys can see each other. Can you see each other too? Hey, Claudia. Oh, all my friends are here. I'm so happy. Yeah, this is like such a relief that it's actually working and I can see the chat and all that because I've never done this with a whole audience here. Hey, Elizabeth. And this is like, yay, something new. I almost freaked out and went to Zoom because I didn't think it was going to work. But we're here now. And I think it is recording, so you'll be able to get it on my LinkedIn too. But stay till the end. I've got some really real gift for people that stick with me. It should only be about 45 minutes. I hate long webinars. So I just want you to know I'm going to give you a lot of value in that 45 minutes. Okay. And thrilled you're all here on time. This is really exciting. Hey, it says LinkedIn user, so I'm not sure who that is, but thank you for being here. It's really a delight to share 5 o'clock on Thursday with you. Kind of a happy hour. Let's get happy. All right, I'm not going to do that, but I'm not going to drink any wine or anything, even though I'm tempted. No, I've got some content for you today that's going to really rock your world a bit, and I want that to be, the value that you get from this is going to have an impact on you. And I do have a special offer for you at the end, like we all do. But the reason I wanted to bring us all together really was for us to get to know each other. Hey, Elizabeth. And really to get to know where we're blocked, where a lot of us stay stuck. And so we can have a shift in that today and really see what's beyond that place of where we hold ourselves back. Not that we're trying to, not that we mean to, but we end up doing that kind of disempowered thing. So, all right, great. Glad to see you guys here. And I'm going to just dive right in. It's 5:03 and I believe in being on time and doing what I said I would do. I live in integrity as much as I possibly can. So I'll introduce myself first. For some of you that don't know me, hey, Cheryl, great to see you. For some of you that have just met me or don't know me, I am a transformation leader. In other words, I've been in transformation for more than 30 years, since 1989 when I was healed of depression. And it was pretty miraculous what happened to me, and I'll tell you a little more about that. But if you've read my book, I do have a book called Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Life. And it's my stories in there, stories of my clients and people I've helped, and my childhood, a lot of the stuff that I went through growing up. So you get a feel for who I am. So stay till the end. I have a gift for you. I'm an author. This is my first book that's just me, but I have 4 other best-selling books where I was a collaborator. And so I really believe in writing. I believe that we can heal each other with the power of our mind and our word. So I help women entrepreneurs quickly shift their mindset from fear and blocked emotions to having more success in their life and business. Okay. And I've been a teacher and an energy healer for more than 30 years, primarily working with the mind and the energy field. Okay. I've also had a huge spiritual awakening that happened to me in 1989 and also 1998, interestingly enough, where I completely went into a different realm. And I know that my guides are real and the other side is real. And what we're living through here right now is basically an illusion. But in this illusion, we get to have choices. Hey, Ali, we get to have choices within the illusion to what we're going to focus on and spend our time on and how we're going to serve others. So that's been the focus of my life, is helping people have these mindset shifts, wake up to who you are. You know, I'm a Course in Miracles teacher for 30 years, and it's the love of my life is my guides, my higher power, Jesus. You know, these people, these are the ones who are bringing in the new paradigm for us to all live in. So any ascended masters that you work with, great, angels, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you don't feel comfortable with any of that, that's okay too. But I'm pretty open about my spirituality because, well, I'll tell you why in a moment. Okay. So I serve women entrepreneurs and whoever wants to have a big impact in their life and be mission driven. In other words, you're driven by a purpose bigger than yourself and you want to make a difference in the world. I tend to attract those people, especially those who are just having awakening experiences and they're just starting to get into their connection to their higher self and starting to communicate with the other realm. And sometimes they're kind of freaked out about it. And so I help people feel safe and know that it's all perfectly okay and you're going to be fine. And so if you want to make a difference in the world in whatever way is appropriate for you, it's really what I'm here for, to help you do that. Okay. Now, if you're looking to make more money and have a bigger impact, then you're in the right place, because money gives us power to create, to just have more impact, to affect more people. And that is a big reason why I do a lot with money, because I struggled with it for years, and I want you to know you're going to get the result that you want from working deeply with me. Okay, so stay till the end. The single most important thing I help people with is their mindset, obviously, but it's especially with our limiting beliefs around self-worth and money. And those are very tied together, right? Because how we value ourselves is how we charge our money, and it's how we deal with money and how we deal with people. And we get all screwed up in our mind about it. Basically, we've had a lot of programming that's really brought us into deep pain and confusion about it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, those 5 beliefs that have been really wreaking havoc on our beautiful minds. Okay. So why do I care so much about that? Well, I really want people to create more wealth and have lasting success in their business, because that way they're going to be a lot more free and a lot more happy. Okay. Because my belief is we're all meant to be happy on the earth. We're meant to be joyful and bringing our work into the world. And if we're bringing our work into the world without anything in our way, then we're happy, because we're serving and loving and giving, and we're watching other people have get results from working with us. Now, this is if you're in a service-based business, which most people are that are attracted to me. And if you have a product or anything like that, or you're a real estate agent, great. I love working with real estate agents, actually, because they're bringing a transformation on the earth too. They're helping people find their homes and sell their homes and make money and all that. And I love real estate. So I care about women. I want us to be able to step into way more power and more freedom from fear and limiting beliefs and doubt. And so why? Because there's a lot of systems on the earth right now that don't work. Have you noticed? Like our healthcare system and our educational system. And those systems are crumbling. They're starting to crumble because they don't work. They're based in greed. And a lot of crazy stuff's going on. I'm not going to get into it. But I'm very passionate about helping us shift into greater freedom, so that we all come into our own sovereign power to make the choices we want to make in our lives. And so I am what I call a heretic, someone who bucks the status quo. I don't believe in systems that don't work for everyone. And I don't believe in people telling you that you have to listen to them in order to feel power. That's crazy. We all have our own sovereign power. Hey, Gail, 2 Gails, thanks for coming in. I love you guys. So I feel very powerful about being that voice in the darkness that's crying out, hey, let's blow a whistle here. This ain't working. And I feel powerful about it, really emotional. I had a spiritual teacher who was totally off the charts, you know, sharing with what it's like to be out of time and come back in and show us, well, this is how the human being thinks. Doesn't know who it is, doesn't know what it wants. It's always confused. And so I got a lot of help from my spiritual teaching. So I believe that we need all 3 things to have a powerful life. What is that? Emotional freedom, spiritual freedom, and financial freedom. Okay, we're meant to be happy. And I don't believe in balance of any of that. I believe that we are constantly challenged, and you can't really balance that. You're going to have some days and lives or even lifetimes of being challenged in one way or another by our emotions or by our, hey, Stacy, by our emotions, we're going to be challenged. By our spirituality, will be challenged. By our finances, will be challenged. And it's never really balanced. Okay. If it's balanced, you're probably not making a big enough impact. Okay. Because you should be feeling uncomfortable right now. You should be feeling really in a lot of discomfort around, what you want to do and where you are right now. Now, why do I say that? Because I didn't think I was going to even say that, but I don't believe that we're meant to be stagnant. There's never a place where I feel like, oh, okay, got it, going smooth sailing, everything's cool. I never feel that way. I always feel like, okay, where am I going now? I got to course correct. Got to go this way. I'm targeting that. That's where I want to go, but I got to course correct all the time because I might be getting off a little bit, right? So why is that? Because it's not a smooth road to transform your life. It's full of crazy, right? It's full of these hurdles, and we got a lot of blocked emotions, and we have to deal with that. I've coached a lot of women out of abusive situations, out of trauma, out of being mistreated in childhood, and deep emotional pain, way worse than what I even want to talk about. But the truth of it is, when we get caught into this trap of thinking you need a lot of external validation from other people, or from your parents, or from your partners, or from anyone, then you're gonna get stuck. Okay, you got to find that validation here within you. And that's what I help people do. Find it here. Don't keep looking for that thing, that shiny object, that new thing, that new relationship, that new whatever. Find it here first. Know who you are, and you'll be able to create whatever you desire. So a lot of things that we do is, when we think we need external validation, is we sign up for all kinds of classes and trainings and think, oh, I don't have enough of something, so I go off and spend more money on another coach or whatever. And you still don't seem to be getting where you want to go. And I get what that's like, believe me. So the signs of that problem are, 1, you just haven't gone deep enough into your own mindset. You haven't gone deep enough to heal the wounds that are holding you back. And that programming is keeping you small. And you're not alone in that, okay? It's not your fault. We're all there. We're all in that some kind of, soup of being conditioned, and we're starting to really step out of that. I want to help you do that. So sometimes we hold back. Yeah, I got it, Annalise. Thank you. It is from childhood. It is, okay? But that's why we have to deal with it. And it's not that hard if you know how to do it, okay? So when you don't play full out, when you try to play safe and you think, oh, it's okay if I just stay home and sweep the floor and we don't get to go to the ball, right? Like, no, it's not okay. It's up to us to stand in our light and really claim our power to have the life we truly desire. So another big trap is that when we're looking for external validation, we're comparing ourselves to others. Now, we may be comparing ourselves to big head honcho coaches like Tony Robbins, or these big people who have been at it for 25 years. And sure, they're making millions, but they've been at it, right? Or these other big figures that seem to be having a lot of success. And we're looking outside ourselves, comparing ourselves with that. Let's stop that, okay? Because what we didn't get from our partners and our parents is going to come up when we start to create our own thing. And I'm really passionate about this because I've been there, okay? And I want to help you see beyond it. Your life and your business is all about you. It's all about your identity, your life experience, your past. And often we don't even acknowledge what we've been through to get to where we are right now in this moment. And so we're always feeling we are less than, or we haven't done enough. And that's real crazy. Okay. That's all going on here. None of it's true. So here's the thing. When you begin your new business, there's a lot of mindset work that needs to be done. And I've read books about it. I've talked to a lot of really great people in the entrepreneur world. And they're like, oh, it was all mindset in the beginning. I had to change my thoughts about myself. Okay. And it is a journey. It's a journey of self-discovery, and it's a journey to wealth and success that's full of ups and downs and unexpected setbacks. And so we often don't even anticipate that it's going to be a roller coaster ride. But it is. Why? Because we're going beyond what we already know. We're stepping into the unknown. We're creating something that's never been done before. It's your business. It's your baby. And this business is important, or you wouldn't be doing it, right? And often we feel like it's a calling. Like I felt, this is a calling, but I have no idea how to even do this. So, you get online and you follow people and you say, how do I do this? And luckily, there are a lot of really good coaches out there who are showing people the way. And then there's a lot of people out there calling themselves coaches who just got started. They just got a certification like a year ago. And they're like, oh, I got the solution. Well, anyway, some of that works and some of it doesn't. And I know sometimes you can get very resigned and cynical about that. So I get it. Deep breath, everybody. Just take a breath. I'm so excited. I'm like, yeah, comparison is the thief of joy. Absolutely, Kathy. Thank you. And the external validation. Yep. Now that is from childhood. It's also because we have this sense of diminished self-worth most of the time. So we're always looking for it outside of ourselves. And I help you find it within, because you can't keep looking outside yourself for something that isn't there. It's here. Okay. So this is a spiritual awakening. This is a big part of what I do. There are 5 most debilitating beliefs that I've found that keep us playing small when it comes to money. Okay. I have another program on self-worth. Okay. We'll talk about that later. But these 5 most debilitating beliefs keep us playing small. And I'm going to get to them. But I want you to know that it all makes up what we call your money mindset. And it's essential that you get to the heart of this and undo those thoughts and beliefs so you really come into your power with money. And for the past 5 or 6 years, I've really focused on money, because for the years before that, I didn't care about it that much. I was in a spiritual program. I was waiting tables. I was just serving, loving, giving, but I wasn't concerned about money. My whole purpose at that time was to wake up, have my spiritual awakening. And then I did. And then over time, I realized it'd be nice to have some money so I can do what I'm here for. And then I started to look at those beliefs. And so I've worked this program for years now. These are the trickiest mindset issues or beliefs, because we don't even know what they are. They're so charged with emotion. They're so charged with our money story, which we'll talk about a little bit. And we don't even want to look, because sometimes they're so scary for us to look. What am I thinking about money? Who do I value? I'm really tired of hearing people say I make $1 billion and this is a billionaire and all that. I'm so tired of all that. It's all ego, right? But I want you to know that sometimes when you get caught in that, you can start to compare yourself with those people too, who are really bragging about the money they're making. And a lot of times for women, we don't care as much about money as we do about the impact that we're having, right? That's what makes us different. And I've been reading this book called Think and Grow Rich for Women, and it says that right in the front, that it's different for women. We care more about people and serving and making sure other people are taken care of, especially our children. So we're not that motivated by money. We're more motivated by impact. And if that's true for you, I want to validate that for you. I want you to acknowledge you. So the worst thing you can do is to give into your resistance and to not look at your money beliefs, okay? Because they're painful. And, I have a program, though, that within an hour you can release 23 beliefs. And I'll share that with you at the end. I found a solution to that, so you don't have to stay struggling forever. And when you're willing to do that work, the deep work, you can be released. I'm sure of it. I've watched it happen. I've had so many clients create businesses because they've had shifts in their perception, what I call miracles, right? Shifts in your perception from fear and being blocked to freedom and knowing who you are and finding peace. It really comes down to finding peace within you. So the money blocks are fears that are formed in childhood and throughout your life that stop you from moving forward and taking necessary action. Because we let them, we let them stop us. And we're listening to the crazy voice in our head, right? And we let this rule our lives. So we have to have some power over that. We have to learn where our power really lies. From our family of origin, these beliefs come from our religious upbringing, they come from the people you hang out with. You don't see them most of the time. They're just there, right? And there are blind spots. And often we just accept that that's true. That's the way it is. And we get very resigned and very cynical about it and often depressed. All right. If you're not able to work with money, if you're not able to create a business that brings in enough money to survive or to help you have the impact you want or to thrive and create more impact, you can get depressed and think, I might as well give up. And you can. Most people do. They give up. Right when they're on the verge of a breakthrough, they give up. So we're not doing that, right? This is my tribe are people that really want to keep it going because it's not just about you. It's about the impact. It's about your clients. It's about changing the world. So one important thing I've learned over the 33 years I've been working with the mind is your mind is all powerful. It never sleeps. And it will get in your way of being happy if you let it. You have to learn to work with your thoughts. So the next thing I want to do is just really acknowledge all of you for all the hard work you've been doing on yourself. I know you have, or you wouldn't be with me, because I usually attract people who've done a fair amount of self-development on themselves, and they want to go more, go deeper, get a bigger result. And I want to acknowledge you for all the love that you've given everyone in your life, including yourself and your family, your children, the people that you serve, and all the growth that you've been through to get to where you are right now. I want to acknowledge you. This takes something for you to really be committed to your own awakening and your own healing. So transformation keeps going, right? It never stops. We have deeper layers. And this is my wheelhouse. I get to create the spiritual community around me, create a tribe, create and be a leader. And I never saw myself as a leader until 6 years ago when I got the message. I was here to empower, transform, and lead. And at the time I was like, what? Who, me? And I got the empowerment and the transformation, but leadership was something I've really had to step into. I've had to learn how to let go of my resistance to calling myself a leader. It's really funny, isn't it? How we want to stay small and we don't see ourselves that way. And other people do, but we don't. Yeah, that's pretty typical of human minds, especially women. So my joy comes from seeing miracles happen, to having you connect to your spiritual team, to know that you have that power always to create what you desire, and to bring spirituality and business together. Because I don't think we get to be as powerful as we can be without doing that, without bringing the spiritual realm into the business world. And it really needs it right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of ego out there. So women tend to be really hard on ourselves. That's a big trap. As we embrace this, as we embrace our power and step into our calling and start to do our work and bring it into the world, whether you help people with health and wellness, or you're a real estate agent, or you're a spiritual teacher or healer, you probably really want to have an impact, and you have a lot of self-doubt, limiting ideas about yourself, and you're really hard on yourself. You judge yourself too much. Why? Because we think we're supposed to make everybody else happy except ourselves. And we're supposed to be selfless and sacrificial because we grew up that way. I mean, I grew up in the Catholic Church. That's what I was taught. That's what my mother demonstrated. We had 10 children in my family. I'm 7th of 10 children, okay? And it takes something to be number 7 in a big group, right? Got a lot of crazy stuff coming at me when I was little. Very sensitive child, musician, artist. And, I was often told I'm too sensitive. But The truth is, I've learned that that's actually my superpower, to be sensitive, because I can really help people because I'm an empath. So think of a wheel, because it really doesn't work if you take care of everybody else but not you. Because think of a wheel with one spoke on that wheel not being taken care of, not being loved, not getting what you need. It's broken. The wheel doesn't work, does it? You won't be able to get on that bike and ride it. So that spoke is your taking care of you. And there's something wrong with us if we think that we can try to ride a bike with one spoke, broken. It doesn't work. So the integrity of a bicycle wheel is everyone gets taken care of. Everyone in your life gets taken care of, including you. And here's the saving grace with all that. We've been conditioned to believe that, and it's time for us to stop right now. So if you take anything away from this today, I want you to know that your gifts and who you are, just as you are right now, with all of your struggles and all that you've been through, you are essential. You are essential to the healing of this world. Yes, thank you, Stacy. You were influenced by others, and you also had to face a lot of challenges in your life. And I mean deep challenges. I mean trauma, okay? But your beliefs go really far back, not only to your childhood, but I've witnessed this so much in my practice, it goes back into your ancestral lineage. So sometimes you're carrying beliefs from 6 generations ago, 10 generations ago, and you don't even know it. You're like, why do I keep struggling with that? Same thing. I've heard so many people say that because you haven't gone back to that ancestral lineage to heal it where it begins. And that's deeper work. I won't get into that tonight, but I want you to know I do that. So that's why it's not your fault. So if you struggle with money or you struggle with self-worth, it's not your fault. You are still whole and complete. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay? If you take anything from today, take that. These challenges caused you to what? Doubt yourself, not speak up for yourself, and to under-earn or undercharge for your services, and to feel disempowered around money. Does it sound familiar? Because all of this is our mindset that we were conditioned to have, as a mindset that doubts ourselves, we don't speak up, and we under-earn. Okay, so we're changing all that now. Yay. And I think women need to change it for ourselves. Okay, let's not look to the men to help us with this. Let's do it for ourselves. Let's step into our power and know that we can help each other. All right, bring in our divine feminine energy, which is to receive, collaborate, help each other out. So I have a question. If you've ever been stopped in business and you can't figure out why, guess what? Do you make that about you? Do you think it's all because of you? Something wrong with you? And when you do, just know you're not alone. Okay? These are money blocks, and they come from years and years, thousands of years of women being disempowered, having to have a man in order to be powerful. We couldn't even get credit cards till the 1970s. I mean, come on, we couldn't vote till the 1930s. Like, what the heck? Like, this is all where we've come from, and we're undoing it now. So I'll tell you my story about that. Before starting my coaching business, I was healing minds through A Course in Miracles, like for 25 years, right? I was doing the mind training. I was helping people. I was really creating like a lot of love and power. Yes, thanks, Lily. Yeah, we do need to do it for ourselves, our way, which is different from the male model completely. So it healed me from what I got from the Course in Miracles was it healed me from depression. It healed me from anxiety. It gave me my direct spiritual connection to my guides and my higher self. And I started communicating with other beings. Okay. So it's a really powerful mind training, and I still teach it to this day. And I have a program on that too. And it brings you back into the state of love for yourself and others, right? For the world, for all that you are. I learned how to let go of thoughts that caused all of my defensiveness and depression, to let go and really let God be in charge of my life. And I'm a musician, so I love playing music. I love healing. I love doing art, and I love connecting with people. I've always been in relationships with a lot of people. I was happiest when I was in my spiritual community in Wisconsin. I still miss everybody. I call a lot of them so I can stay in touch with them. But I'm out here now in Florida, really creating my own community around me, not just me, but us, right? Because we have more to do. We have bigger gifts to give to the world. All right. And so since 2016, when I started this business, I had gone through a divorce, a third divorce, and it just broke up one day. And I was like, oh, great. I moved back to the East Coast where I'm from, and I stopped doing massage and healing work. And I started this business. And I didn't really get what was going on. I just knew I had to do something bigger than just healing people and doing body work. And that's really what made me see I have a bigger calling here. Great, Elizabeth. Yes, we're artists, we're empaths, we're healers. We want to help change the world. That's who I attract because that's the power of our feminine energy. So what I found when I started my coaching business was that my money blocks were really getting in my way. And so I started looking at them. What are those blocks? Why do I keep thinking them and feeling them? And I channel stuff. So I started writing them all down. And I was given 23 beliefs that are the most common money blocks that people have that keep them stuck, primarily women. And so I started a program on that. I found that these 23 beliefs can be released in one class. It's a powerful energy release, and it gets the core of the problem dealt with so that from then on you can step into greater power. Today, I'm only going to reveal the 5 most debilitating beliefs because I can't do all 23 in one 45-minute talk. Okay. But the program is going to be available to you at the end. So I'm going to reveal these 5 most debilitating beliefs that keep us under earning. What are our common beliefs that we all share? So if you have the right strategies and coaches and you're still not getting where you want to go, you probably have 1 or 2 or maybe all 5 of these beliefs, right? So I'm going to teach you what I do to release them as well. So you can open up to like a brand new you in relationship to money, because we have to make friends with money. We have a relationship with it. And if we're afraid of it and we're avoiding it, guess what? We don't have a good relationship with it. And I'm going to then make an offer for you to get that class. So you can do that at the end. And so I told you a lot about myself. I don't think I need to go through that. I have other programs, but I want to primarily focus on the not back to basics, the money blocks class, because that's what is going to help you have that shift today. And I want you to achieve the life of freedom and abundance and have the impact you desire. We are here to be happy. That's my goal for you. So I do this all day long. This is what I love. I love helping people change their lives and heal their mind of anxiety, depression, whatever it is that's holding you back. And I've told you about my awakening. Some of you know me from my book, the Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Life book. And if you don't have that, stay till the end. My mission is to awaken and heal 1 million minds. And I said that one day on Clubhouse and I went, oh my God, did I just say that? And it felt really scary. And then I just went, what the heck? Maybe I already have healed 1 million minds because I've been at this for a long time. And you can't really measure that because one of the lessons of the course is when I'm healed, I'm not healed alone, right? So when you heal your mind, it goes out. It's a ripple effect. That's why I have that ripple logo. When you heal your mind, it goes out into the universe and you get to heal others without even knowing it, just by showing up. And it's simply our time. We need to shift it now. And I don't want to I'm going to skip ahead. I have a lot of stuff here. Wow. Okay. I have now a life of independence and personal power. I went from earning nothing in my business to made $50K in my first year, which was, for me, that was great because that was about double what I was earning as a massage therapist. I saw there was a real possibility in creating wealth, and I help other women do that, create businesses. My clients started getting results. I have some people that had chronic fatigue. One client, and after a few months, 6 months, she started a business and she's now a millionaire doing something in the health and wellness field. Now, how did that happen? We just cleared out what was in her way. And I had no idea how powerful she was. She's like, I'm going to be a CEO and I'm going to start this new business. And I went, you are? Because at first she just wanted to be a coach. And then she's like, no, I don't really want to be a coach. think I want to really have a business. And that next thing I knew, she was doing it. Her husband got laid off and he did it with her. And together they just created a crazy successful business. She said, you were a big part of that. So I don't brag about that, but I want you to know how powerful this is. When we choose to not get help when we need it, that's another trap that women do. When we choose to not ask for help, women think we can figure it out all on our own. Oh, not me. I can't spend that money on myself. Well, I can give it to my kids, but I can't spend it on myself. I've heard a lot of women say that. And I'm like, why? I mean, your kids aren't going to be happier if you keep giving them everything they want. Why don't you give yourself something you need to create the business and the life you want? All right. So women do make disastrous mistakes by putting everybody else first. Why? You're going to find out. Here's the first belief. I'm going to do the 5 beliefs now. Okay, ready? Everybody ready? Got a pen? I want to help you with this because these are what really get in the way. And I've seen it over and over and over. This might bring up some emotional pain, just so you know. You might start to feel the energy of these beliefs, and we're going to clear some of it at the end, okay? Here's the first belief. I don't deserve it. We have this weird thought of not deserving, all right? And if we don't believe we deserve it, it means we're not going to allow it to come in. We hold ourselves unworthy to receive. Now, this is probably instilled from, your religious upbringing. We used to say it every Sunday in my church, unworthy to receive you. Yeah, so then you always feel that sense of unworthiness. Notice how we've been programmed? So it makes us really feel that undeservingness, and it's very deeply embedded in our mind. It's been a major part of the matrix to keep us women suppressed in undeserving and unworthy, because guess what? They get to control you. Yeah, and you don't get to step into power. I'm going to do something about that. This really pisses me off, by the way. I've lived through a lot of it. And I know that it's not true. We are deserving. We are worth it. There's nothing we need to do to be worth it, right? But we really have to learn to honor that within ourselves and take charge of our lives and our beliefs. The second one is deep breath, okay? Because this is going to start to bring up stuff. I know it is for all of you. And I'm an energy healer, so just let it come up and let it go, okay? Let it come up and let it go. I don't trust the universe to provide me with financial abundance. Yeah, this not trusting in a higher power or in yourself or even in other people that can support you and give you opportunities. This lack of trust is at the heart of many of our beliefs about ourselves because we don't really trust in ourselves. And often it's because we just haven't done it yet. We haven't proven to ourselves that we can do it. So it's just how it goes, right? We feel all alone. We feel separate. We feel like we can't trust anyone. And that creates a very, very debilitating way of being, right? You feel hurt. And a lot of us have had abuse. So that's where that comes from, that childhood abuse. And I'm not poo-pooing. I'm saying that's where it comes from. And I know how to heal that. But I want you to know that you've learned to be resigned and cynical when it comes to, you trusting in the universe to provide you, to give you what you need in order to not just survive, but to create a life of power. Now, this is what really is at the heart of when we hold ourselves back. And it has to do with the third belief. Okay? The next one, this belief is really crazy, but we all share it. I promise you we have it. Thanks, Uli. All right, so we all share this until we heal it. Here's the third one that really keeps us playing small. It's not spiritual to make money, right? We want to be spiritual because we're supposed to be good. We're supposed to heal everybody, but we're not supposed to make money at it. Crazy, but that's the thought that we often are brought up with, and sometimes our spiritual communities play a part in that. Mine did. And I just want you to know that that's all part of the religious programming that keeps us small and powerless. And a big factor underneath that is the unworthiness. Okay? Why? Because religions have instilled guilt in us if we have a lot of money. So not spiritual to make money goes along with money is evil, right? And those two beliefs I actually put into one. Not spiritual because it's evil. How crazy is that? How could money be evil? It's just a way of exchanging our value and what we do and how we operate in the world, right? It's crazy to think that, but we do feel it a lot, and it's very deeply embedded. So I guarantee you that if this goes unchallenged in you, it's going to be really difficult to become wealthy. It's going to be really difficult to make the impact and have the impact you want. So it is something you need to deal with. Deep breath. Thankfully, this is all part of the program I've got for you. Fourth, I'm a victim. I'm a victim of divorce, illness, or even the economy or the pandemic, right? Which caused my financial problems. So we stay really resentful when we feel like we've been victimized. We stay like diminished. That's exactly why this whole thing's happening. I don't want to get into it, but this is causing a lot of us to go into deep fear around just being yourself and having money and doing what you came for. All right. So we got to challenge that now. I'm really like, come on. We stay resentful, scared, and weak. We have to heal this to move forward. We have to get to the bottom of that victim consciousness and stop blaming the past. Stop blaming our partners. Stop blaming society or the government or the pandemic, and really let go of all of that, because that's the narrative, right? That we keep being fed. Remember, when we're in victim mentality, we have no power. None. Zero. So you can't change. Fear creates more fear. That's all. It keeps you small, constricted, and worried, and wanting to stay right where you are and not changing your life and not challenging those beliefs. Okay, come on. We're going to put our big girl pants on today, and we're going to say no more to that. No more to being a victim. We have creative power. Of course we do. We give birth to children. Oh my gosh. Nobody else does that. We have all the creative power of the universe at our disposal. Okay, let's use our creative power to create a new world, one that works. All right, get back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. Okay, this is bringing up stuff. If it is, I get it. It's okay. Just stick with it. So number 5 is I'm afraid to manage money on my own. Yeah, sometimes we're afraid to even look at money. I don't even want to look at my account sometimes. All right. Fear is an illusion. Yep, absolutely, Stacy. But sometimes it's subconscious. We don't even know we're afraid. And we're just like, why am I so afraid? I know why I'm afraid, because my parents never had quite enough money, and they were always bickering and fighting over money. And I witnessed that my entire childhood. That's where my fear comes from, right? So it's really deep. It's not something we've like decided to believe, right? And it's not your it's not your fault, but there is something you can do about it. Here's the thing. When we've been dependent on others, and of course we are growing up, we're dependent on our parents. And sometimes our parents give us really weird messages about money, right? Like, don't worry about money, you'll be fine. Or you shouldn't want money. Or don't worry about it. Or you're going to just be fine. You don't need to take care of it. I'll do it for you. Go find a man and they'll take care of it for you. Back in the 60s, right? 50s and 60s. That's what they said. Go off to college, but find a man. You know, and I was given that mixed message too when I went off to college. And that's what I did. I found a man. Thought I couldn't survive without one. All right. And sometimes we get married for the wrong reasons. No problem. It's just that when we give up our power and we don't step into our true sovereignty with this, we stay in that disempowered context. And obviously, the generations before us were dependent. Women were dependent on men until the 60s and 70s. And some of us still are. So we just have to own that and recognize, you know, we're changing the paradigm now. And so have a lot of compassion for yourself, for the work you're doing. Really, right now, just open up to having compassion for yourself for all that you're doing. Just the fact that you're even still here and listening to this, okay? And we pretend we're okay, but deep down, we often feel ashamed of our lack of knowledge about money. All right. Now, why? We weren't trained. We weren't taught how to do these things. Okay. And we don't talk about it. We never talk about it because why? We never admit how little we know or understand because we feel like kind of ashamed of it. And this creates a more disempowered context, like all the work that, what's her name does on shame and vulnerability, Brene Brown. Like it's all about shining a light on where we hold back, where we're ashamed of being who we are. And we're starting to come out of that. I hope so, because shame is the lowest vibration on the frequencies. Okay. Courage is in the middle and love is way above that. So you got to get to courage to start to have the good feelings and the good vibrations and the higher frequencies. I can tell you about that, but that's another class. All right. So then we're often jealous of other people who seem to have it easier. We make this comparison again of ourselves. Now, does any of this resonate with you? Let's see. Elizabeth says all of these. Yes. And 4 is one you're working with a lot. Okay, good. Oh, because you lost your sources of income. Of course you have. Yeah, of course. I'm so glad you're working with someone to help you with that and struggling with the grief and resentment. Yeah. And that's been a part of the matrix for us to stay disempowered and to, quit being in business for yourself. No, we're turning that tide now. We're gonna step up into our power. But I get how powerful and how debilitating that was. It was scary for me too. It was really scary. I can tell you about that later. But so right now, here, you know what we can do? Okay, thanks, Gabriella. It resonates 100%. Yes. See, I tap into the collective consciousness to find out what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to work with people next. Okay. So this is a powerful way to undo your beliefs. And this is just a very quick way that I can do it for you right now. I go much deeper in my other programs and I teach you how to do it as well. So you're not just left being dependent on someone. 5 is scary because we don't know what we need to know, but we can learn. Okay. We can learn. I've got some really great money coaches that are helping me and books that I've read. And I can definitely Think and Grow Rich for Women. Get that one, first of all. That'll help to shift your consciousness. And there's someone else I really love who's doing a lot with money. She's really beautiful. She does A Course in Miracles. I'll think of her name later. So this is a powerful way to undo beliefs. And in my business, I do deeper beliefs. But the first belief we're going to undo is the I don't deserve it. Okay. And here's what we do. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve wealth. I don't deserve money. Write that down. Okay. And just take a moment. Okay. Take a moment to just feel it in your body. We're probably going to go for an hour. Deep breath. Just feel it. Where do you feel? I don't deserve it. I sometimes would have a great month and I'd be like, yeah. And then I'd just get this feeling like, I don't deserve it. So just feel where you feel that. Notice your reaction and just feel it, because you have to feel it to heal it. You do. So now state this out loud. Now that you felt it, you know it's there, it feels true to you, you can muscle test. Is this a belief I believe in? Yeah, there it is. It's true. Okay. I uncreate. Right now we're going to heal it in your heart. Yeah, this is a hard one. Deserving. It's all about worth and value. Let's undo it. Deep breath, release. I uncreate and delete this idea from my subconscious mind right now. It's not true. Through all time, space, dimensions, realities, all soul contracts, all ancestral lineage. I delete this from my subconscious mind now. Take a breath and drop it like a bag of hot rocks. Just release it. It's not true. It was never true. I'm grateful it's not true. Breathe in the opposite. I do deserve to have money. Of course I do. I'm worth it. I'm powerful. Truth is, I'm powerful and I can choose to create my life from truth and miracles and embrace my worthiness. Yeah. Embrace your worthiness now, okay? We released it. And now I do deserve to have as much money as I desire. I do deserve this. Don't worry, this is just one of the beliefs, and I have a whole program for you to help you do this. Okay, Regina, I will send you the link, okay? So I do deserve to have as much money as I desire. Absolutely, we all do. We deserve to have money, not just money, but wealth, like real wealth, like really learning how to deal with money and how to make money and how to let money be a fun adventure, play games with it instead of being all caught up in the who am I to have it kind of thing. So all power comes from choosing what you want to believe. Now, this is really, I say this to my clients over and over. All your power comes from choosing what you want to believe. Why? Because it's really up to you. Nobody can change your beliefs for you. You have to do it. You have to do it. You ever pray for your fear to be released and then you wake up and you still have fear? Because they can't do it for you. You have to surrender it. You have to give it up. You have to see, oh, I'm doing that to myself. There I go again. No more. You have to be that powerful with yourself and choose to let that go. Choose to let that crap go. Okay. All right. Now I get really excited. That's just one belief we're going to undo today, but I've got more to do. The muscle testing is just, this is what I do. I didn't want to get into it, but this is what I do. Like if you say your name and you say, my name is Monica, and you try to pull these fingers apart, you create a ring. My name is Monica, and I can't pull those apart. But if I say, my name is Kathy, it just gives way, even though I'm trying to hold them. My name's Kathy. No, my body knows that's not true. So it's a way to muscle test. I can teach you more about that in the program if you want. But it's a really great way to get your yes or no questions answered, which means you can find out anything you want to know. Is this partner good for me? Is this medicine good for me? Is this moving to that location? Is that good for me? Muscle test it. Okay. That's another class. Okay. So I get really excited when I watch people light up and have a release from something they've been holding themselves. It's been a debilitating belief for a long, long time. You're welcome, Kathy. So we're creators. We're really powerful. Really powerful. Why? Because our creative mind is always creating. So if you're worried all the time, guess what you're creating? A future of whatever you're worrying about. It's like you're praying for those things to happen. Not enough this, not enough that. That's how powerful your mind is. And then that's your experience. Wow, let's put an end to that. And we have to do it together because honestly, I've never been able to really just do this all on my own. I've had to get a lot of support from my spiritual teachers, and I've helped others do it too. We need to support each other. So I'm really grateful to have found the key that unlocks the power of the mind to heal. I know I can do it. I do it all the time. My clients get amazing results. And I want you to know what that feels like. To allow you to create and make a huge difference on the planet right now, you need to work with this because this is what's getting in your way. And a lot of people right now are really struggling, obviously, with mindset, depression, anxiety. And in conclusion, I want you to know that you have the support right now. And I'm going to take you through just how you can order this program. Now, I do this Money Blocks program in all of my programs. It's a part of it. It's included. But I want you to have it today. And I've really given it to you for a fraction of the cost. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to see if I can put it in the chat because I'm new at this. I tried it the other day. A couple hours ago, I was like, oh, I can do it. So I think I can just put this in where do I put it? Oh, shoot. Now I don't see where I put it. Where's the chat? Need help? Yes, I need help. It was there before. Oh, private chat? No. No. That's not it. Oh, crap. It was there earlier. Now I don't see it. All right, hold on. Where's the chat for me? Shoot. This is my first time doing this, guys. Bear with me. Where is it? Come on. Need help? Yeah, I do. All right, what I'll do is I'll send it to you all because for some reason, chat, I see the chat. Oh, there it is. Got it. Thank you. All right, good. That's it. So what you're going to get for this, for the first 15 minutes of this class is completely free. You'll get to listen to it and you'll hear the introduction and then you can buy it. It's only $49. Now, usually it's $279 or $97 because it's really worth it. It really clears out 23 beliefs that you have. So I wanted you all to have it. I wanted it to be a no-brainer, to just really go for it and really clear out 23 beliefs. Now, what are you going to get? Not only the class, it's a 75-minute class that you just sit and listen to, and it magically, miraculously releases those beliefs from your mind, and it teaches you how to do it too. So that's included. The second thing is a workbook. So you can print it out and you can say the truth statements to yourself every single day. And you really need to, to instill these beliefs, right? I'm all powerful. I love money. I'm going to create money. I'm a money magnet and I have all power with money. You need to state these things over and over in your mind. The other thing you're going to get is a really powerful 20-minute meditation on abundance and how to shift your consciousness from fear and lack to abundance and creating a life that you love with power. Okay, you get those 3 things for $49. Now, I hope you get it, because if you don't, it's like you're just not taking action, right? And what is the biggest problem that women have when it's time to spend money on yourself? We don't take action. We don't take action. We make up a reason not to. All right, so let me see. I'm going to read my script. Here we go. So I've sent you that link. You can always ask me for it in Messenger, wherever you connect with me. And it takes, like I said, 75 minutes. If you want to know more about how I can work with you privately, I can do that. I'll certainly love to get on a free breakthrough call with you for 45 minutes. That'll change your life. You'll have a breakthrough. No obligation. I just love to help you elevate and get to the next level in your life and business. And that's something I can send to you, okay? You can't see it on LinkedIn. What? The link to me. I'll send it to you in LinkedIn, in Messenger on LinkedIn, okay? Or wherever. You can't see it? It's in the chat. Well, okay. I will definitely make sure you get it right after this. I'll be sending it to you in your LinkedIn Messenger, okay? Thanks, Kathy. All right. Remember, if you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. I found a way to get there fast. I want you to have this class. I want you to know that you can take center stage. I'm really tired of seeing the men up on the stage. Oh, you got it. Good. I was so tired of seeing big male figures up on stage, knowing they have a woman in the background who's basically running the whole show. Like, we got to be up on stages now. It's our time. It's our time. Now, sometimes people resist doing their deep work on their beliefs because they don't feel like feeling that pain, but it's only for a moment and then it's gone. Okay. But if you never look at it, it's still there and you stay stuck in it and you go to your grave with it. Thank you for showing up. I so appreciate it. You can't click on it? What the heck? All right. I will definitely send it to you, each of you, in LinkedIn. Can't click it. Saying you would send it to me. I will. Okay, got it. I cannot click on it. That's very weird. All right. I'm going to send it all to you in LinkedIn. And don't worry, you'll have it in about 10 minutes. All right. Anything else? Oh, hey, for staying till the end, let's see. We've got Uli, Gabriella, Maureen. Who else is here? Let me know, because I'm going to send you my book in the Kindle version. Uli, I don't know who LinkedIn user is. I got to find out who that is. Hey, LinkedIn user, it just says LinkedIn user. Do you know who you are? Can you tell me your name? And I'll send you the Kindle version of my book, okay? Because you stayed till the end. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so grateful to you. And I know you're making a big difference for those you serve. Kathleen! Oh, it's Kathleen, of course. Yay. Hallelujah. If you don't have my book, I'm going to send it to you. So what else? Join my community. I have this community on Facebook called the Freedom Call Group. If you want to join that, I am posting things in there. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these kind of live events now that I know how to do it. And thanks, Nancy. And I would like to invite you to join that community too. All right. It's called the Freedom Call Group. Again, I'll have to send you that link in your messaging messages on LinkedIn. You're gonna also get whatever you want. I have a lot of free stuff. The free program on my website is 10 Steps to Create Your Life. All right. And who moved to Colorado? You don't have your book. Elizabeth. All right. You guys, can you all message me? I'll remember your names. I just can't write it down right now. My mind is like, just remind me that you stayed till the end. I'll remember your names. And I'll send you the Kindle version of my book, okay? I love you guys. I'm so glad you are here. If you have any questions at all, you can always reach out to me on LinkedIn. And I'm going to send you those that link to the program. Anything else? Any questions? So proud of you. Thank you for being with me. Oh, it's 5:59. How perfect is that? 1 hour exactly. See how the angels work? They just go, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. I just wrote this talk like yesterday and today. So you got to just go with it. You don't try to be perfect. That's another one. Trying to be perfect, get it right. No, just show up. Be yourself. I love you all. And I will be sending you this link right now on LinkedIn. Love you so much. Bye for now. Talk to you soon.